Rubuile for another episode of the Adulting Podcast. The podcast you didn't know you needed, Rubua, all things entertainment, all professions, the entire spectrum in the entertainment industry. And I'm your host, Palisa Spuramaluda.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much.
And my so disrespectful co-host, Newo, is with me today. I'm not riding solo. The magic makeup event. How are you doing, Malema?
No, I'm good, thank you. But you keep on introducing me by the governmental, so now I must go by both now. Now I'm the chosen one from the Matrix, then I'm Don Malema. Pick one, bro. Pick one, please.
Anyway.
That's why we need this podcast that we didn't know that we needed.
Why?
So that we can
Because I need my guest now to arrive in moments. Are you done? Thank you so much. Guys, we have someone powerful. It's a powerful house, this one. Right? Because I have to read. Because list is long. So now our guest for today is a young designer, theatre practitioner, entrepreneur, studied what I studied, dramatic arts at WITS, currently pursuing her master's in cultural policy and management, won multiple awards for her academics and creative work. Hey, I'm sure that's another list that I forgot. But welcome everyone, SINENHLANHLA Q ZWANE. How are you, Sine?
Good, thank you.
Is it SINENHLANHLA Q ZWANE or like Melanie?
No, SINENHLANHLA Q ZWANE is what I got. My middle name, people always laugh at my middle name. Quinette is my middle name. Yeah, Quinette, exactly. You know why? My dad's name was Kenneth, and it never made it onto his ass. So then it's like my daughter shamed carry on my name. Quinette, Kenneth. There we are.
Never made it onto my path.
It's real. It's real.
That's how I still got the ID book.
No, why?
It looks like a pass.
I'm there as well.
You're holding back to the past.
No, we just need a little bit of PTSD now and again just to remind
For
us.
what?
So that these motherfuckers don't fuck with us again, you know what I'm saying? We just need to... Oh, yeah, this is where we came from.
Anyway, how do you feel about joining us today?
I'm nervous. I won't lie.
Why are you nervous?
I'm never in front of the screen. I'm always behind. Yes, I'm always behind the screen. So now that I'm here, I'm just like, But we are here. I'm loving it. I'm happy. Good vibes everywhere. So
Thank you. No, so you're gonna kill it. You did theatre and get... Oh.
But we're not acting here. Like, this is real life.
Yes,
yeah, that's the nice part. That's
and we don't know it's real life. We don't know.
To tell us about the WITS graduates.
Oh, wow.
Some of us are university dropouts, so come on, bro.
But you're still making it.
He's got...
Thank you.
Anyway, practicalizers in the building. Boring. Anyways, today, I know your skill set. It ranges from directing, event coordination, art curation, set design, costume design, props design, and the list goes on, right? And you've contributed to multiple productions. Sana, it's a long list. It's a long list. And you have a novelty business, right, that focuses on social development and arts development for women. I'm from less advantaged backgrounds. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's a lot. As you're saying, it's a lot. Starting off, I was the busy child, man. I jump from this, I jump from this.
As we do.
You know, we have to be those people. So now I've created myself as the theatre. I don't want to get bored in one spectrum because there's no sustainability in focusing on one thing, especially in South Africa, you know. So you have to bring those skill sets to the room to be the theatre. What does it mean to be the theatre? Is to be able to do your lighting, to do your camera, to do your sound, and say, I'm doing this. So yeah, my journey started while I was young because my mom loved doing arts as well. I learned from her sewing on the machine, hand sewing, beads. Start there. That's where the love started.
So you can actually like be like a seamstress.
Yeah.
You know, there's a need for those.
Come up, bro.
No, for real.
Pull me up. I'm within.
Nice.
Yeah.
Design.
Yeah, so right now, my company, so we teach
My
women.
company.
Yes, it is
not
my
just.
My company
Gator,
called,
give us money. Oh, this guy.
it's called Gonke Movement Arts, named after my firstborn. So we teach youth and women how to design, basically, so they can sustain themselves. So I come from the farms. There's nothing to do, guys. Really nothing. So I was like, no, guys, we can't be chilling here and just looking at each other, looking at the valleys. No, let's try.
Let's do something.
So we have classes, we teach beadwork, we teach sewing, and then once we can see that they are fine, we say, okay, go off, fly
Into
off.
the world.
Is
giving you the skills.
Is there a part of the, what would you call it? Is it a program? Is it a course? Is it an internship?
It's not really it's just us, because there's a lot of social issues where I come from. Like a lot of youth get into drugs, get into drinking. I still, man, but it's like, I'm like, I don't want you to be in the street. Rather, let's all kumbaya in this garage and share our stories while we creating.
So actually, like, really, in essence, teaching people how to be entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. That's really dope.
Thank you.
From what age actually can they join?
So we started from the youngest we had was 12. And that was the first group that we started with, just as they were about to go into high school. And we started preparing them. Now it's mostly the women that come through because we don't want to, conflict with school sometimes.
Sure,
is also
yeah,
a thing.
definitely.
So sometimes we have it during the holidays where they come through. Some people also like the farm side, so we have like animals and gardens, and they can go that side as well.
Nice.
Just
accommodating
accommodating
everyone.
everything, just so you are within.
That's nice.
That's dope.
So, no, because now I'm thinking maybe I should go in that route at this moment.
Oh, Jesus.
But jealous much. But I know that's not all. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I know you have a poultry business
Yeah, that's the family.
Chickens.
business. Yeah, chickens and eggs. That's what
and vegetables.
Yeah, and vegetables. So that's the family business. Started by my mom. When we still lived in the suburbs, she'd use the back room to keep the chickens.
I go.
Yes.
In the
That's
summer.
In the suburbs.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Yeah.
Use the back room, and they always complain. There's noise and what's happening to chicken? It's like, we have to go, we have to leave, and then we found the farm outside, just around 30 minutes drive from where we used to stay. And then we started chickens, poultry, we pack them up, sell. Some people want them live, we also give them live, and then it's eggs as well. Eggs. So,
What are they doing with the live chicken?
hey, we are black pepper.
Guys, I got stopped at immigration. I didn't tell you, I got stopped at immigration because I can't speak Spanish. They said you can't be Halema, you can't be
Imagine.
Spanish. I was like, you guys are discriminating against me. My mother's like, did you take a picture of their badges? I'm like, are you crazy? I just wanted to get out.
I want to leave.
Anyway,
But
That's
you are the definition of like do it all.
Yeah.
You can't depend
Yeah.
on one stream of income in this industry.
For me, it's a thing of I never know. I'm a student of life.
okay.
At the end of the day, I'm a
Always
student
learning.
of life. So whatever, I'll throw myself in the process and I'll milk that process for the best thing that I can get myself in. After that, okay, life, next one, let's see. What
Let's
else?
just try again.
Let's see. I can't say there's a full stop to a sentence for me. It's a comma and then we move on.
That's actually a nice analogy.
That's nice.
I thought about it that way.
Having in my brain, remember that. That is.
Yeah, you can't say that you are done or you've made it or you've
Oh, I'm
accomplished.
finished.
For me, also, success for me is being convenience and also, I like money. I
Don't do it all.
love money. But I like it for the comfort that it brings more than the money itself. So me tapping into all of this is me saying, okay.
Essentially, like our industry is so volatile that you have to make a lot in a very short space of time in order to live a comfortable life later on.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people in entertainment don't have UIF, don't have like even a will, even like retirement funds or whatever it may be. Like we get the coins and it's immediately
you done.
buying a camera, buying a microphone, buying a phone, so that we can get to the next, like, the next thing. There's nothing of saying, oh no, at the end of the month we know we grand. I can't say that because, yeah, anyway. But
Okay.
but it's a thing of like maybe transferring that specific part of information to say, guys, you have to do as much as possible. And it goes to your point of what you're always harping on is when do you actually need to start getting paid? Because, you know, rent is not paid by exposure. Just saying.
Rent, transport, bills, everything.
You know what's unfair? Can I actually make a point on this now? That I thought about it. Guys will do stuff for exposure, and I will never lie to you. If I DJ for free, for example, I can get showered, put on my clothes, go to the gig. Nah, it's done. I'm gonna be maybe taking an Uber or maybe I'll drive.
Sure.
There's petrol. I've got one cost as a male. Females, if you wanna go to a gig acting, there's hair,
Nails.
there's makeup, there's nails, there's costumes, there's Ubers. Then you can't go alone. So
Yeah,
your friend
maybe
must
my
come with you or
friend.
something because, guys, stop being trash, please. Just give the females the jobs and stop saying you must do something in return.
Yeah,
Just
yes.
relax. But also, the thing is, like, there's a lot of cost implications involved, and I think people 90% of the time they want champagne, but they got a beer budget.
Hello.
It's crazy.
Also knowing yourself, also I think
That's
you
true.
must know yourself. If you're still on a beer budget, it's fine.
It's okay
It's
to
really
be at that
okay.
beer
It's
budget.
really okay. You can still make it happen. One day.
You get to the
You grow
champagne.
to that.
But if it's a client, they mustn't come with the beer budget.
And they like doing that. Hey, they love doing that. I'm like, you expect me to design $1 million sets with
But-
$2,000.
Oh,
It makes sense.
No way.
Hlanganisa, where?
how can? Do you actually say no? Do you, like when you reject certain like clients? Do you actually tell them like, hey man, you're not paying enough?
Yeah, and
I
when do you
do.
do that?
I do. Now I used to take gigs a lot. I'm like, okay, I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
Sure.
But now I'm at a point where I can say, actually, no, there's not enough money, or this doesn't align with me and my brand.
Sure.
Good luck. I can recommend people who can, sharp, and then you do what you do. But
Also, like knowing your worth.
exactly.
True.
Exactly.
You've worked hard enough.
Hello. Hello.
So now, my baby, you have a very powerful masterclass.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, I did that thing.
what?
Thank
The
you.
masterclass.
No way.
No, we gotta do some research.
We had a powerful masterclass. That's the way I knew about SINENHLANHLA. I just want to tell you something. In all of my 4 years of being at WITS, I've never heard that before.
Seriously.
What you taught, I only knew it this year.
Well, we're not talking about this.
What's at the institutions, varsities are scams. They are
Varsities want to sell you textbooks that were made by Piet van der Wijk many years ago that have no advanced like knowledge. They don't want to pass on practical knowledge. And when you do actually get to the point of, okay, let me try and apply what I learned in university, they tell you, no, you don't have experience. And yeah, how are you going to get experience when you're reading a textbook? And also, if you put a guy in a room, remember what I said, bring the guy with the doctorate and put him in the boardroom and let us pitch on the same thing. That guy with his doctorate, I'll show him flames.
because you have the
Let's go now today. Let's go. Let's go. Bar for bar. Let's go in the boardroom. Let's go.
bar for bar. But I found it very problematic. I was like, firstly, I was moved. Like I remember I didn't see you for a while because I came like for the Old Festival. I was helping out Umaseko, you know, and I wasn't gonna go to a masterclass. Myself was like, no, please take content, you know. And I'm listening. I'm saying my goals. I'm so glad. No,
What are some of the things that you learned?
so I've learned how to use the skills you've developed from theatre in the corporate space.
Okay.
And tweaking. Euphemism was the word. My baby, my ears were open. Okay, my baby, like, I didn't, like,
You didn't think of it.
the thing is I didn't know.
Is it more practical than theoretical?
It's
Or
more
they-
practical. It's both. It's a fusion of both. So
For marketing purposes, please tell us where can we find this masterclass?
you should contact me. Come on to my social media and then we'll speak.
What's the handles? What's the tags? What's
Snare dot. No, I'm lying. That's the old one. At snare_Q_ZWANE, Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm
It's
on
fine.
Threads.
Thank you.
Watch me there.
Shout out. Shout out. So, like I said, I really did appreciate it and I found it very problematic and I was very moved from the masterclass to, like, for 4 years, I'm spending money at this institution because when I look at my lectures, honestly, they're like the highest there is, because you've been in the game. You are my lecturer. You know more than I know. But then I went to masterclass. I realized that damn, I don't know none. I know none.
Oh, so you graduated for free? Mahala. That's crazy. I'm gonna tell your parents. I'm gonna tell them.
It's real.
You know what?
But I think what the knowledge.
No, I was thinking about it. I was like, what did I learn? No, genuinely, because I'm like, I have the these readings, all these FEPA. I know precarity. I know definitions. I know, I can define things. But then I come into the real world. I realize that damn.
And then what?
And then what? I know, yes, but and then what?
I think it's also a problem
Sure.
before you even sign up for tertiary. Which tertiary are you going for, and what are you expecting from that tertiary? I have guys, it's books. It's not going to give you the practical sense unless you put yourself forward and say, I want to see what the industry is like. I started working in my first year already because I wanted to see
You have to get
what
experience.
the industry was
But
like.
then
And they say they're going to close doors. No,
the problem is, the thing is, and I want to have this conversation, and I want to continue having this I'm mad.
I hear you.
I'm mad because I'm like, I'm happy for the young babies that are, you're teaching now. I'm like, you're getting powerful nuggets, because I'm like, had I known that, I probably would have done things differently. But the thing is, they'll tell you, don't get a job. They'll tell you, they'll even advise against it. They'll tell you, the thing is,
I understand you. I think in first year, settle into the space. From second year, then you can start testing the industry, how it's going, where's the spaces that you can see. And also time management, guys. At the end of the day, time management, because there's so much that needs to happen. Yes, I saw, he did say, time management is important. You can't say, okay, I want to work. There's schoolwork. You also want to be in the gigs that these kids have doing.
An agency.
Yeah, no, you must know thyself. Yes, you said it. You said it.
Jenny.
You said it. You said
but
it.
it's better now.
We can only see with time. Come with
But it's
time
getting
in this
better.
house.
Like I was always late for class. It's better now. It's better now. But before we jump away, but the thing is, I want to ask you, right? Do you think the curriculum? We're gonna go back to the work. Do you think the curriculum the institution has serves the students?
To a certain extent.
Okay.
I won't lie, the theory is important, and that's what sets us apart in the industry. Where you can talk about something, the color orange, and break it down. What orange is doing right now. Some institutions, no, we should paint it orange, but not understanding why we are painting it orange.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit behind on the practical side, but it is worth the investment.
Okay.
You'll see it maybe later. Like now, being a graduate, also, I can't look at art the same way. I can't engage with art the same way, and I'm grateful for that.
So it does give you like a little bit of like an escalation to your skill set.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I
you
agree
are
with you.
thinking through every single thing. It's not just a coincidence this happened.
Yeah.
It must function in the space. It must work in this way.
Yeah.
And you get to see all of that happening. You're like, oh, I did that.
But you know what I was speaking about how many years, like I told you, that I was working for free. The fact that I didn't have the ability to, at the time when I was younger, sit in a class and actually digest all of that information at the pace that they wanted me to and still write the exam. It was more difficult to do that practically and learn like certain theoretical practices in the field. It's very difficult. Because you have to be extremely attentive and be be aware of what's happening in certain spaces and pay specific attention to very, very, very like specific details. For what we do, detail is the most important thing. It's the most important thing. So I feel like when you explain about the color orange and actually being able to express what that means or like how it feels, what it sounds
What it
like.
does to the space.
It really, I get the book knowledge really. So then just give us the textbooks and then we'll go to your masterclass. Sorry, Wits.
This
Closing.
masterclass is going to start in so. Lena, we're there.
Going down, yeah?
Repeat it.
Next thing, like,
Hello, come come to their
What did you
office.
do?
No. They can't do that now. They can't do that now.
They won't.
We'll throw it outside. I want to turn my lemma. Don't play with it. Yeah, no, I'm just.
Now I'm talking like you.
Yeah.
But so my thing is, you've answered that. It does serve to a certain extent, but I can relate to that because let's say we're going to a casting call, and obviously with a casting call, man, brava, it doesn't matter that you did, theater performance. It doesn't matter you're qualified, whatever. You are probably like 5 of you guys in a queue of 50 people, 200 people.
Exactly.
So my thing to you is, I get it. I hear it.
You don't agree, and it's okay.
No, I agree because certain things I can have conversations with even the what do they call the agents. I can talk to them. The casting director and be like and talk about these things that someone else maybe that didn't study that what I studied will not know. But then I want to also ask because it's a penny thing in me. I really want to go to Leandawo. They need to cancel this thing. All right. So Leandawo. But they have SP warnings.
Yes.
So if you miss 3 classes, you get SP warnings. Which obviously, if you get 3, you can write the exam. So my thing is, do you think it's fair? Because let me finish. Sharp, I'm studying. Some people don't have NSFAS, don't qualify for NSFAS, for all these bursaries. I'm paying for my fees, I'm paying for my accommodation, I'm paying for 1, 2 toiletries, everything. Class, I can't attend your class if the bills are not paid, the statement is not paid. Yes, you understand, the fees are not paid. So my thing is to you, is it, what is the point of the SP warnings and is it effective? Like,
please understand also you were chosen on your talents, on your brain to be in the space over other people that works. You are taking up somebody's space.
Sure.
I got you. We are not that special.
Which shouldn't be the case.
It shouldn't be the case.
Because the universities were not built to take the capacity of everyone in the country. It was only built to take the capacity of the people in the country that had specific, let's not get too political. But you guys get what I mean.
Yes, we do.
I'm there with you. I'm there with you. So, with you signing the agreement saying, yes, I'm coming to the institution, you are saying you are here. Yeah? Double-sided. There are protocols also that you follow to avoid those SP warnings. So, you going to work is enough to say, supporting document. It's really enough to say, guys, this is my reason because I have to pay my school fees. What more do you want?
So if you don't have a contract with someone and you're a freelancer as a student, because I heard about that thing and then I was like, okay, so should I send you guys invoices? Should I send you WhatsApp conversations?
There must always be a
should I send
contract.
you
I'm sorry,
emails?
even if you're not getting paid. Always. I love a paper trail. Even if you're not paying me, write in that. I'm not paying you, but the times that I'm using you for this and this and this. There must always be a contract.
I feel you.
Yeah, student or not.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
People will rack you out here like, oh, you used me with this, you did this, you did. But we agreed.
Yeah. you know, you can have a contract with people and then they can all of a sudden turn around and say, oh no, we don't know what that guy was doing. He wasn't working for us. Yeah, we're dealing with situations like that at this point in time. But we will deal with them one by one.
One by one.
Gonna deal with them.
So, I hear you. I mean,
when on the anger and it's fine. I was you. I won't lie. I was you. You'll have time when you reflect back on the process and be like, okay.
I hear you because with our degree, there's rehearsals, there's group work. You need to be present. We need that beat work now. When we're doing scene 1, we can't have SINENHLANHLA now at the club working and now. But
I get you.
But then it boils down to the number one thing, which is time management.
Yeah.
So if you're managing your time properly and you're not spending copious hours on Instagram scrolling through the most mundane, absolute rubbish, and you're actually like spending your time to say, okay, cool. Because when I hear the protocols and why they'll give you those warnings. When you get into the working world, there's nothing of why is this happening. If you go to HR and ask them why, they're going to tell you, sorry, what do you mean why? It's in your contract.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
So do it. And that's just it. Like when it gets into the real world, it's not that university is not the real world, it's preparing you to get into the space. But there's contracts in place. And those things are there also to keep one institution safe. I hate to say it, but it's also, and the business is safe. But it's also there to keep you safe too, so that you can know that you must be accountable for the things that you're doing. If I don't reach a deadline and I'm not reaching it, I must tell them ahead of time. Just communicate and say I'm going to be 3 days late, whatever, on this, and not even giving a reason why, but just taking accountability and getting it done. And when you get it done, don't do it sloppy. Make sure that it's done to your best abilities. Because then people will also know, you know what, if this person is late, there's a valid reason, but also we know that we're going to get what we asked them
The
for.
quality.
Yeah.
That's another communication is key. I'm a sucker for good communication.
In everything. Work, relationships, all of. Communicate. Transparency.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know where you stand.
Why are you looking at me?
No, guys, Balisa, communicate. Balisa, communicate.
It's literally all I tell you to do, like, just communicate.
It's not just, but I've learned it's very important to communicate because I did directing influence, right? So you're working with a cast of, because I had 8 actors,
Lovely.
plus minus, and then singers. So it's communicate and stage manager,
I love it.
lighting tech, and I say, don't assume someone knows what you're thinking. I think that's one thing I've learned with working people. Okay, that's one thing I've learned with working people. That's like the number one thing. No one's in my head.
Exactly.
And I need to communicate. I need to find the best way and most effective way to communicate as possible. So I've learned that.
And as a director, you're a leader. So leadership skills are extremely important. If you're going to be in a certain position, you need to be able to communicate to people with conflict, with tasks, with everything.
I hear that.
You're in a lecture right
Yes,
now.
teacher. Yes, teacher.
Learning process.
No, and I appreciate it. I think also now that I'm done with school, like, I'm learning people and I'm learning myself as a creative.
Lovely.
And
Yeah, that's good.
I think also learning how to better communicate is just because, like, if you're working with a team of
No, I genuinely had it. I
so
genuinely had
convenient,
it.
so convenient, so convenient.
I'm not throwing shade, sorry. So continue.
Yes, no, as I was saying, like, no one has time to be running after Balisa. My sister, because it's going.
Come with time in this house.
But anyway, guys, Tobeta, tap, Raboa. Resa, Tobeta, tap, the Adulting Podcast. And now, Usine, in this masterclass, right, you spoke, the powerful masterclass, by the way, might I add, in high demand. You spoke about transferable skills in theatre, mapping theatre talents to broader, our career success and basically the careers in theatre adjacent and adjacent to corporate, in a corporate field rather. So, for someone who didn't attend the masterclass, unfortunately for you, what are the key things? If someone says now, tell me about your masterclass, what are the key things to take away from that?
For me, it's what you have and how you can use them in the future, right? So just because you think that I studied drama and that you can't make it in the marketing industry, let's understand also creative industries are actually in demand currently. One thing they won't tell you, they're actually in demand and they're what are driving a lot of industries across the board.
Yeah.
So you coming with a drama background, simple thing we were talking about, presentations, acting, let's go, present, kwa, 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 kwa. That's a skill that you can transfer when you have presentation or a pitch that you have to do in the corporate world. So what you have, how do you see it, and can you use it in the corporate world? So yeah, people think it's complicated, but it's really not. It's
not.
Just understanding yourself and what you can do, and how you can move about it.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
Crazy. Anyway, now thinking like that.
Easy and use these big terms and what, but it's really, if I'm dumbing it down, it's really that. What do I have? What can I do?
Let's move. So now, in your masterclass, you actually show us how to build a professional CV and portfolio, which is very important. It's very important. You know, when you're applying for work, you're like,
Yeah.
I only knew how to do a CV in fourth year.
Imagine.
In fourth year, first year, second year, third year, I was using
Yeah.
CVs online. And now you need a professional kind of CV that's
Yeah.
the structure
Yeah.
is the theatre structure, the acting structure, this
Yeah.
type of structure. So now, because we're there, I'll just give you a couple of. So now, you in the CV, right? You help us and you show us how to showcase versatility, highlight transferable skills, you know, include theatre, work, freelance gigs. So now, me, what with just let down, because my thing is, it's very important. I was
Yeah.
very moved by it because we think theatre is all I know. I went to theatre school, theatre is all I know, but then now it's like,
This is how
I was a stage manager for theatre production. I can go into stage managing for events.
Yeah.
I did design, I can be a stylist, I can be,
Exactly.
hi bro, I can work at a fashion.
Exactly. So also when you read a call out for a job, always
Sure.
look what they're trying to identify. Then you think back, okay, they're looking for a stage manager for a festival. I've stage managed for theatre. What are the common things that I can bring out in your profile already? The top points in your profile. That's the selling point before you get into your work experience. Before you get into, okay, they want a stage manager. SINENHLANHLA is a stage manager who has leadership skills, who has time management skills, who has this and that. Already you are selling yourself with that. Before you get to unpack.
What would the correlation between, say, a festival stage manager be and a stage manager for theatre?
Time management, effective communication. Also like documentation. So what do they call it?
Accreditation.
Not accreditation. I'm
Balance,
looking
place.
for but let me say documentation for lack of better words. So how you plan, admin.
Your operations process.
Yes, your admin. Also how you treat people. So people skills. How you. So those are the same things that you find.
Okay.
And I've worked both worlds. It's really
Yeah.
not that different.
Okay, so it really doesn't have too much differentiation.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's just the festival one, it's longer hours. The event is longer hours. Whereas in theatre, you know, your call time 2 hours before the time. You have the show, you pack up, you're done. Yeah.
That's true.
So now, I also appreciated the fact that you highlighted the importance of having online presence.
Yeah.
Especially in a very technological world. Do you have anything to add on to that?
I suck on that. I suck
And it's
so
okay.
hard. I suck at that. But it is important to have an aesthetic of who is this person. So I do the thing where myself, it's for myself. And then my brand, my company.
So you have
it's
your
something
own page.
Exactly. And I post more on my company than I do on my person. Because I know my person, I can't be doing this all the
Sure.
time. The most I'll do a monthly dump. I was like,
And
okay,
then that's all,
I'm done.
I'm done.
But I know for the business, I have to try like every week. Let's have something.
Let's
Let's
do
go.
something.
Okay, movement Mondays. Okay, Tuesdays. Women, like something must happen in the week. So an online presence also sells you, especially in this world. Like even hey guys, casting calls now. They're asking me.
Yes, how many followers do you have? What do my followers have to do with my talent?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because now you're giving them
Well, it's sort of
free
does.
marketing.
Yes, but my thing is really, like when we go deep, like really. Like, yes, sure.
And that's why we have influencers taking over people who've actually studied for the
Sure,
gig.
sure.
Because influence comes with the people I've influenced. Oh, my market's more reach, let's go. But the reality is when you watch the
Talent.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
The precarity.
It's real.
But anyway, I just want to know. Hey, but euphemism. Word of the day. Euphemize your CV. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
Please choose a question. Petition. Choose a paper. Read the question for us, and then you answer for us. Thank you for choosing the one in there. Because no one chose there.
Be a DJ or a singer. None.
No, you have to choose one.
I wish I could sing online. I wish if I had the voice, I would do by volume the whole time. But I bimba with confidence.
Yeah, and the point is confidence itself.
Thank you. So I wish I had a voice, and a lot of people around me have beautiful voices. I'm just like, okay, me again.
Solution. Cantino.
It's not that.
You
But
can't
it's
have
fine.
everything.
You know. I'll work on it.
Yeah, there's vocal track. Thank you. You can do anything in this industry. We can start group sing. Oh. Thank you so much, SINENHLANHLA, for joining us in this episode. It was beautiful having you, the nuggets. And we'll wait for your masterclass. Remember, the handle will be down below. We need that masterclass.
Okay.
You need that masterclass. The world needs the masterclass.
Wow.
Don't Malema?
The world is crazy.
Yes, because the world needs it's nuggets, guys. Oh, ish, I wish everyone wins.
I don't know, maybe I'm speculating, but I don't think a doctor or a lawyer needs the masterclass. Maybe if they want to change
You'd be
fields.
surprised.
Oh, okay.
They're in the therapy.
Nah, they must
In the
stay there. They
theater.
must stay there where they
They
are.
must say that.
Stay there.
Henry,
No.
because Dawn is going to cry the whole night. That's it from us. It was a beautiful episode. Tap, subscribe, follow, all of. Thanks. Bye.